Today, we shall study about thermodynamic process. In the process, we first consider the system is near about a static condition, that is called quasi-static process. So, the non-equilibrium states of a system are difficult to deal with. Therefore, it is therefore convenient to imagine an idealized process in which at every stage the system is in equilibrium state. Such a process is in principle infinitely slow, and the name quasi-static means the system is near about a static condition or stable condition. The system changes its variable speed Tv so slowly that it remains in thermal and mechanical equilibrium with its surroundings throughout. In a quasi-static process, at every stage, the difference in the pressure of the system and the external pressure is infinitesimally small. The same is true of temperature difference between the system and its surroundings. To take a gas from the state Pt to another state P dash T dash via a quasi-static process, we change the external pressure by a very small amount, allow the system to equalize its pressure with that of the surroundings and continue the process infinitely slowly until the system achieves the pressure P dash. Similarly, to change the temperature, we introduce an infinitesimal temperature difference between the system and the surroundings, and by closing the wires of progressively different temperature T to T dash, the system achieves the temperature T dash. As shown in the figure, the pressure changes from P to P plus del P, that is P dash, and T from T to T plus del T. That is a quasi-static process or conditions. A quasi-static process is obviously a hypothetical construct. In practice, processes that are sufficiently slow and do not involve accelerated motion of the piston, large temperature gradient etc. are reasonably approximate to an ideal quasi-static process. We shall from now on deal with quasi-static process only except when stated otherwise. Now the process in which the temperature of the system is kept fixed throughout is called isothermal process. The expansion of a gas in a metallic cylinder placed in a large reservoir of fixed temperature is an example of an isothermal process. Heat transferred from the reservoir to the system does not materially affect the temperature of the reservoir because of its very large heat capacity. So, in isobaric process, the pressure is constant, while in isochoric process, the volume is constant. Only if the system is isolated from the surroundings and no heat flows between the system and the surrounding, the process is adiabatic. The definition of these special processes are summarized in table 1 as isothermal at temperature constant, isobaric at pressure constant, isochoric at volume constant, adiabatic when no heat flow. Therefore, we now explain in detail all the process. First is the isothermal process for an ideal gas. For an ideal gas, for isothermal process, PV is equal to constant at temperature T is constant by Boyle's law. Suppose an ideal gas goes isothermally at temperature T from its initial state P1 V1 to the final state P2 V2 at any intermediate stage with pressure P and volume change from V to V plus del V. So del W is equal to P del V, taking del V tending to 0 and assuming the quantity del W over the entire process. W is equal to P del V from V1 to V2 or barabar mu RT integral V1 to V2 dV by V barabar mu RT log V2 by V1. It is equation number 1. Now, where in the second step we have made use of the ideal gas equation P barabar mu RT and taken the constants not of integral out of integral for an initial gas. For an initial gas, ideal gas, for an ideal gas, external energy depend, internal energy depend only on temperature. Now, thus there is no change in the thermal energy of an ideal gas in an isothermal process. The first law of thermodynamics then implies that heat supplied to the gas equals the work done by the gas, Q is equal to W. Now for V2 is greater than V1, W is greater than 0, and for V2 is smaller than V1 and W is smaller than 0, that is an isothermal expansion of the gas, absorbs heat and does work, while in an isothermal compression, work is done by the gas, by the environment, and heat is released. Now, adiabatic process. In the adiabatic process, the system is insulated from the surroundings and heat absorbed or released is zero. We see that work done by the gas results in decrease in its internal energy and hence its temperature. For an ideal gas, we equate without proof. We quote without proof that for an adiabatic process of an ideal gas, PV gamma is equal to constant, where gamma is the ratio of specific heat, ordinary or molar at constant pressure and constant volume. So gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. Thus, if an ideal gas undergoes a change in its adiabatically from P1 V1 to P2 V2, so P1 V1 gamma 1 barabar P2 V2 gamma 2. That is equation number 2. The figure below shown for PV curves for an ideal gas for two adiabatic processes connecting two isothermal processes, we can calculate as before the work done in an adiabatic change of an ideal gas from the state P1 V1 T1 to the state P2 V2 T2. So W is equal to integral of PdV from V1 to V2, our constant, integral from V1 to V2 dV by V gamma, our constant, guna V minus gamma plus 1 but 1 minus gamma from V1 to V2. Our constant what 1 minus gamma, 1 what V2 gamma minus 1 minus minus 1 what V2 gamma minus 1. So now P1 V1 gamma brought P2 V2 gamma brought constant. This will W brought 1 what 1 minus gamma, P2 V2 gamma but V2 gamma minus 1 minus P1 V1 gamma but V1 gamma minus 1 brought 1 what 1 minus gamma, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 बराबर म्यू आर T1 minus T2 बटा गामा minus 1. That is equation number 3. So for W is equal to 0, then T2 was smaller than T1, and for W is greater than 0, then T2 was smaller than T1, and if W was smaller than 0, then T2 is greater than T1. Thus, the adiabatic process, in the adiabatic process, work is counted as W is equal to mu r T1 minus T2 but a gamma minus 1.